Okay, we're live. Hey, what's going on? Old Fashioned Ice Cream Appliance Boot Camp. Facebook family and friends, people out on YouTube, thank you all for joining us this Sunday afternoon. This is Labor Day weekend. Labor Day weekend. So those of you who like to wear those white suits and those white shoes, you need to get them in before Monday, because Monday is the last day you'll be able to wear, unless you're in Florida. If you're in Florida, they don't. Florida and Mississippi, I think, don't really care. But if you're in Florida, they don't care about the white. So, but here in North Carolina, this the last day you better get those white suits and those white sneakers and shoes in. So, but once again, I want to thank everybody for joining us this afternoon. Today, I'm coming to you real quick. I'm just going to talk about the other side of what we call business ownership, something that nobody else talks about. Um, and this kind of came from an event I went to yesterday. I went to an event. Shout out to my family. Shout out to my cousin Freddie. We had a celebration for him, and it was great. And once again, I've told him, but I'm going to tell him again. The way he's living his life right now, and getting every ounce of life out of his life is very inspirational. He has inspired me to get more out of my life that I'm giving. He's very inspirational. What he's getting out his life at this moment. He's maximizing every penny of it, and you can't tell by looking at him what he's been through. Shout out to them. We had a great time with that, and while I was there, like everybody that asked me, how's the Rocky Mount coming? When Rocky Mount coming? I'll be at Rocky Mount this week and next week. We'll be finishing up. We're going to be painting it. We're going to start painting middle of this week. Next week, I'm going to move all the equipment and stuff in, and then I'll just start working on the landscaping after next week. But this week, we should have all the power, the electrical, everything turned on. So you'll see me out there doing the work there the next couple of weeks and getting the landscaping and stuff ready. And we might even do like a little celebration there, just open up and for just maybe one weekend or something, just to celebrate, to show people what's coming. But getting back to what the questions everybody asked. Hey, how's it coming along? How's it coming along at Rocky Mountain? Well, I was telling everybody, hey, I ran into a snag in Rocky Mountain. I was telling them I had to go back. I had to go back to working in the van to get some cash out. And I was like, it was funny. Here it is. My nephew bought my business that I ran for 20 some years. But then I had to go to him and say, hey man, send me some service calls out here. I need to get some cash up. And he been sending me all his seal system work and stuff and service calls whenever he's booked out, and got my cash back up and got me back into a predicament where I was able to get back even board. Thank y'all again for coming. Hope y'all enjoying it. Thank you. Where I'm able to get back even board and above, and get back where I need to be at. And a lot of times, with us with this entrepreneurship, people always telling you about the horror stories about the businesses, and you're gonna work 24 hours, and you responsible for all your taxes. You don't get no time off. No, they tell you all of that. True, you're gonna work a lot more hours as a business owner. You never off as a business owner because it's your business. But it's not going to be a physical labor all the time. Like for instance, yesterday I wasn't here at the store at all because I was doing an event with my family and friends. The store operated. Right now, I'm here. I'm going to work this afternoon, the afternoon shift from 4 to 8. I'm covering for a young lady that's out, but I'm out here talking to you all, and the stores operate. So you're not physically doing something all the time, but you do have to step in, and it's your responsibility to make sure everything is working. So people tell you that, and they tell you sometimes it's best to get a job, and than it is to actually sacrifice and build out your business. Uh, the example I just gave with my nephew, I think, is something that's a thousand times. Hey, how you doing? All right, doing good. I think it's something that's 1,000 times worth it to actually build your own business. The fact that I spent those 20 some years out there building that appliance repair business, training my nephew, getting my nephew in a position where he can run it, and passing it off at a time where I'm still able to help him. The first year in the transition, he had to figure it out. He had to figure some stuff out. But I was still here, doing the transition to help him get it going and get it where it needs to be at, to where I got to the point where I'm at right now. Middle of this summer, about maybe 5 or 6 months ago, where I needed some cash. I needed some cash quick, and I was able to go back to that business that I built because I handed it down to a relative, my nephew. Like I say, you would like to hand it off to one of your kids, somebody like that, but you can hand it off to a relative, or somebody that you have developed, and somebody that you have poured into. You can hand it off to them, and you can get that same reward. So my nephew had worked with me for about 15, 17 years. He knew how to do everything, and I was able to hand it off to him. And then at that time, when I go talk to him, hey man, I need to get some cash coming in. Send me those seal system calls and stuff that you don't do, and I'm gonna pull some of the calls out here throughout the week to get my cash back up. No problem. So he does. All he does is just send me the seal system work, and from there, I know I get $2,000-3,000 a week just doing those seal system calls for him. Got my cash back up, and then when I'm at the point now where I say I'm going to do it until about the end of the year. When I'm done at the end of the year, I just tell them, hey man, we good. I move, I move right. I slide back out, and he keep running. I could not have done that if I had retired from if I had worked 20 some years and retired from a job. And this would say, well, you would have got a retirement. This was with me. I'm still getting no, the appliance repair and the ice cream is not the only place I got money coming in. I still got a nice substantial amount of money that's coming in from other places. But when you're out here trying to build and you're trying to develop, when you're out here developing property and you build in other locations, a job just ain't enough to do it. When you what's it called? Hey, how y'all doing? Good, doing good. Yeah. When you're actually doing out here and you're building out a location, a job, I maybe say your job give you if you was making 100,000, if you was making 100,000 at a company, or if you just say if you had retired, you retired and you was getting $100,000 in a pension or whatever, that only amounts to bringing home maybe about $5,000, $6,000 per month. So that's a little bit more about maybe 17, maybe 17, $1,800 a week. You bring it home, and you out here trying to build out. I'm trying to build out a piece of property. When I go out there to build out a piece of property, you can't. Ain't no 17, $1,800 a week ain't gonna do it, because when you step out there, everybody want $4,000 and $6,000 every week. So every week I was going out there and I'm paying $4,000, $6,000, $4,000, $6,000. At the same time, I have my youngest child still in college, so I'm paying college tuition, and I'm still paying all the bills and stuff at my house. So at the time, hey, I gotta make a decision. I gotta get my cash back up till I finish this thing. And I could not have done that if I worked for a company. If I had worked for a company and had retired, I had to go get me another job. And that's if somebody would hire me at 51 years old. I don't know. I don't even know if I could get a job if I went out there looking at 50 some years old. But that been if I could even got a job. But because I had built that business up, that business still run the exact same way it ran when I handed it off to my nephew. It won't nothing. It didn't hurt him not one bit. Matter of fact, he can't tell the difference because he won't doing seal systems anyway. He don't like to do seal systems. So he just, oh man, do the seal system. And same thing. The calls, he got more calls than he could do. He booked a week or two out. So If I need to pull two or three washer dryer calls off, it doesn't hurt them. I get my money, and then once I got my money, uh, I'm able to slide back out, and that's the joy and the benefit of building out these businesses. Same thing with the. Hold on a second. Let me see. I got somebody get call. Okay, I'm back. That was them calling me in the store. But anyway, like I say, because I built that out. I'm able to step back in, pull some calls off, make my money. I ain't gotta go do no interviewing process. I don't have to go there and sign out no application or anything. Just send me some calls and we're good. Now I'm doing the same thing here with the ice cream parlor. With the ice cream parlor right now, this ice cream parlor is actually jumping. We're doing good. And actually, we do better. Believe it or not, ice cream do better when it actually cools down a little bit. It was so hot here for a month in North Carolina. It was just too hot for people to come outside. so people just won't going nowhere. It was just too hot. It was in the hundreds for weeks, and it was just too hot, and people just won't coming outside at all. Now that it's cooling off, we got people now who are actually coming out and they're able to walk downtown. I'm looking now. We got people strolling downtown because it's a nice, cool day. The wind is blowing. It's a weekend. A lot of people don't have to work tomorrow, so people just hanging out. And we're making a lot of money out of this place now. Same thing. When I get to the other one next year, we're gonna double up and be making a probably more money there than I do here, and I'm totally good then. Then I can do what I'm doing now. I can be the actual greeter. I'm like a Walmart greeter. I sit out in front of the store and I just greet people when they come in. I go in the store, talk to people. If they get into a rush or something, I go in. Sometimes I like to help, but they don't like for me to help. I get in and I start messing stuff up. But I go in and just talk to people and tell them thank you and stuff that we appreciate it. And that's what I'm going to do at both locations. I'll be at Rocky Mount sometimes, just out there, sitting out there and talking to people, meeting the community, telling people thank you and stuff. And I'll be out here talking to the community, telling people thank you, and just keeping an eye on stuff, making sure everything works well. And it's great. It's great once you start to build these things out. They start to take off and go. So the same thing when they get ready to hand this off to my kids on the ice cream parlors and stuff. They actually have a My kids have a more interest in the ice cream parlor than they do with the actual appliances that I did. So with the ice cream parlor, when I get ready to hand it off to them, we better do the same thing, my wife and I. If we if we get to a point where something comes up and we need to take a little bit more cash off the ice cream parlor, we just say, hey, we need to get more cash. So we're going to take a larger percentage. Right now, we take 20%. If I need to get more cash, I just tell them, hey, we got to take 25, 30%. We got some stuff we need to do, and they get the remaining of it. And then when we pass on and die, the kids got it, and they got their 100%. I'm hoping that they're passing on to my grandkids at some point in time. And same thing, my nephew, he got the appliance repair business, and when he's done, he has a son. I hope he pass it off to his son or one of his grandkids one day, and it stays within our family. You can't do that with a job. Once you're done with a job, you're done. You can't go back up there and tell them to cut you a check off of there. I can't go back I can't go back to Nortel where I used to work at and say, hey, I need to get some cash because I only got to be told. Uh, I had to call them. Everybody call. Believe it or not, we're getting a bunch of calls of people wanting us to come out and do events now. I can't get. I can't get a bunch. I can't go back to Nortel or Data General where I used to be an engineer and ask them to cut me a check or put me on payroll for a month or two. They don't care about that. But because I own this business, I'm able to do it. I'm able to pull cash off. It's a safety net. And I'm telling you, in your later years, no, I've been lucky where I got to see both sides. I got to see corporate America working. I got to see the whole gamut of it. Everybody tell you what to do. Everybody tell you to go to school, go to college. I went to college. I got the college degree. Everybody tell you go into engineering. Go into those film majors. I was an engineer, so I guess you always an engineer. I have a STEM major. I'm electronics and computer technology major. I have that. They tell you now to go into the skilled trades. I've done the skilled trades in high school. I have electrical contractor's license. I've done an electrical contractor. I have contractor's license in about maybe 20 or 30 states in the United States, unlimited license. So I've done that side of it. People tell you to go out and do the actual business part of it. Thank you again. They tell you to go out. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. They tell you to go out and do the actual entrepreneurship thing. I've done that. I still do the entrepreneurship thing. So I can, hey, how y'all doing? Thank y'all for coming out to sell. They tell you to go out and do the entrepreneurship thing. I've done that, and I still operate the entrepreneurship space. So I'm doing a show. This is Dr. Lee's old office, and this is Short's Hot Dogs. Yeah, yes. You too. Be good. They'll tell you to do the entrepreneurship route. I've done that. They tell you to do group economics, where you come together with your friends and pool your money and stuff together. We've done that. They tell you to do the YouTube social. I've done that. So I've got to see the whole gamut of all of this stuff. They tell you about generational wealth. They tell you about the real estate. I've been able to dabble into all of that stuff and give firsthand experience and knowledge of it. And I can tell you that what I think, if you get into the skilled trades, or get into a business that you can go directly to your community, and they're going and something that they need, not something you have to convince them they need, something that they need or something that they really want, something that you don't have to sell to. It's something that they actually want. You don't have to sell appliance repair to nobody. They know they need to get that appliance repair. Just like my lawnmower, my back of my yard look a mess because my riding lawnmower, I hit a stump and it messed my deck up, and they fixing it. Nobody had to sell me to bring tell me I need to get my lawnmower fixed and bring it up here to. I got it right around the corner, Surf and Turf. Nobody had to sell that to me. My thing was, man, how soon can y'all get my lawnmower back to? Man, gonna take us about a week. Okay. So I look at that, and it's just like the appliance repair. My wife said, well, why you just don't go buy a new one instead of fixing that? Yeah, you're right. I go. It's gonna cost me a couple of $100 to fix this one. I just go buy me a new one. Go look at a new one. $3,000. Nah, I ain't ready to spend $3,000 right now. I'm gonna let them fix it. As soon as they fix it, I'm gonna mow my grass. So, but that's the type of business that you want. Something that somebody needs. I don't want to go drop a couple of $1,000s on a new lawnmower. I want to be able to fix the one I got for a couple of hundred and make it through. So that's the type of business that you want. Same thing with the ice cream. The ice cream, you just got to put a good product out, and people come out. People come out to get it. All right. Thank y'all for coming out. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I like the big pecan. I don't want you to have to look for it. Don't you get one? Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. So with the ice cream parlor, all you gotta do is make a good product and set it out there and have some patience. If you got a good product with ice cream and you set out there and have some patience, it's not gonna be something where you're gonna be making a bunch of money real fast. It's one of these things that takes 5 years to actually grow. But if you're consistent and you got a consistent good product, you let it set out there. It'll get to a point where every day you can, when you get to a point where you can pull about $500 out that thing every day in a small town, and it's consistent. That's no people might not think, but that's a lot of money. If I whatchamacall, if I had to actually sit in the store by myself and ran it, oh, it's more than enough money to support my family. But me being in a retirement mode, not wanting to run like a business, no, I don't get to get a whole 500 because I'm finding out I'm getting my labor back under control. You got two high school kids in there, paying them $10 an hour, and we only open 8 hours, so you got $200 that is costing you with your labor. So you make five, you get to keep three in your pocket, you know, and keep it moving. And hey, it's a great thing if you like I tell people with the ice cream, if you get to a place where you own the property and you're actually you own the property and you building the brand up and you getting the word and stuff out there. When it get to a point where you can it's like magic beans. You can go and put $90. Like we start off every day with $90 in the cash register. I put $60 in fives, $30 in ones. Start off with $90, and then you can come back that afternoon and pull you out $300, $400, no, $500 every afternoon. That's great. That's great. And you know it's going to be there consistent. That's what it's going to push. And you make it through there. And now the town is building up. We're getting more people coming in. The town is doing bigger and better things. So with that, it'll jump up again. Hopefully next season we'll jump up again another 50 to $100 a day, and we keep doing it. And then I have another one that come jump in and start knocking that money in. On the weekend, you get more than that. Weekend, you probably get anywhere between 8 to 1,000 on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That it push out. And hey, how you doing? All right. And it's something that doesn't require a whole lot of work. And matter of fact, the kids like it. That's why when I had to get up and walk in there, that was one of the kids. One of the young ladies had called out, and I was gonna work her shift, and it's about time for her shift to leave, and she was calling, asking me, can she work the other girl shift? Because they what we call they in here, they going to school, they want to get the new school clothes and all that, and they want to get the hours too, so they work the shifts. I'll read a couple of stuff we got going on. Then I'm getting out here. Hey, what's going on? Infinite possibilities. Shout out to Mike Sneed. He's changing lives. Okay, thanks. I appreciate that. Eric Gebra. Hey, what's going on, man? Thanks for jumping in. Oh, how Greg B. So how's the container ice cream shop going? It's going good, man. I'm gonna be out there. You should see me go live tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going out there. I'm gonna be finishing up the plumbing. I got two things. It was crazy. Remember I told you all I thought they had cut my water line when they were bringing my water my when they were trenching out for my water, not my water, my electrical. I thought they had cut my water line because my water lines were sticking up out the ground. I said, "Daggone, they done cut my daggone water line when they were putting my electrical cable in." So I went and dug down and connected the water line and up under the ground, and and covered it back up because I thought that they had cut it. Well, anyway, when the inspector came out to turn the water and stuff on, he was looking for the water line because the water line got to come up out the ground, and they got to put what they call a backflow preventer in, and that keeps water from the shipping container flowing back into the actual and contaminating the water supply from the street. I didn't know that, so what happened? I got to go pull that water line up, and I got to bring it back out in the ground with some PVC and some insulation, and I got to build a little concrete, build a box it in with some concrete, and then from there, I got to get this hot box that'll set over top of it to keep it from the water line from freezing, and then that way you can connect the backflow preventer. So I gotta go dig that up tomorrow, get that ready. What else I gotta do tomorrow? Tomorrow I'm gonna connect. I got everything ready to connect to the city, so I'm gonna connect that tomorrow. On Tuesday, I'm gonna be inside. I'm gonna be inside of the shipping container. On the inside of the shipping container, I have whatchamacall. I gotta redo the actual drain line from the actual sinks. What happened? The drain line from the sink. One of them has to go into the actual grease trap. The young guys that I had working on it, they didn't put it into the grease trap. The plumber came out, drew me out a diagram how it's supposed to go. Also, the one coming from the hand washing sink, it can't tie into the same. They got a 90 that comes off of, that goes into a vent, a 90 that you normally use into a vent pipe. You can't use that 90 on a vent pipe onto a 90 coming off a drain. You got to have a sweeping 90. So I got to take that off and put a sweeping 90 and get that done. So I'll be doing that Tuesday. On Wednesday, I'm gonna be painting. Wednesday, we're gonna paint the outside of it, get it everything repainted. We'll should have the power and all that stuff on around Thursday or Friday of this week. So Wednesday we'll be painting, and then the following week, from there, I'll be actually just putting in the actual the actual freezers, my water heater, just putting in everything, just uh, doing the final touches, getting all my equipment and stuff in there, and we'll be done. And then I'll start working on the landscaping. I have my lawnmower back, so once I get my lawnmower back, I can go in and I can cut that other section of the grass that we haven't been cutting. I'm gonna cut that section, and I'm gonna actually put my sign and stuff up, and start just doing little stuff around there as far as landscaping and getting it ready for us to open and letting people know when we're coming and everything. And like I said, we might do something out there before the end of the year where we just invite everybody, invite the community out, and just let them come out and just see us and let them know what we're gonna have coming. So the next couple of weeks, you'll see me out at the shipping container. Infinite possibility. I appreciate what he does. He emphasized ownership. I'm gonna take these glasses up so I can see. Okay. I appreciate what he emphasized ownerships and provides a certain direction on how to get there. All a person has to do is have some drives and execute the game plan he lays out. Follow his lead. Thanks. I appreciate that. And like I say, no, we was laughing. I was with my family yesterday. We were laughing about that. We're laughing because I was telling them, no, here it is. No, I done retired and then had to go, go get a job from my nephew. You know, we was laughing about that. But I've been on both ends of it, and and I'm telling you all, if you build those businesses up and have somebody you can hand it off to, a relative, a sibling, or a kid or something, and then you can continue. It can continue to support your family. It can continue to be a safety net for you. Man, it's great because I'm telling you, if I didn't have that to jump back into, I could have started another appliance repair business easily. But I would have went through all that problems of building one up. I don't want to build one up. I just need to get some cash to get through a rough spot. I could have done it. Wouldn't have been no problem. But the fact that I already had one that's built, got everything I need, and all I have to do is just go talk to my nephew and say, hey, I need to get some calls in. And the next day he's sending me, you know, hey, here you go, here you go, here you go. You know, he's sending them to me the next day, and that means a lot. And I got my cash, you know, same week. You know, everyone be sure to hit the like button, share the video, subscribe. Yeah, if you can. If that, I don't even know if that even work anymore. Not for me, it don't work. But if you want to, hit the like button, subscribe, or hit the maybe don't hit the like, hit the dislike. Maybe that might do better for me. I don't know. I just can't. I'm stuck on the same subscribers all the time. Even though they say I gain some subscribers every month, my numbers don't go. So I just gave up trying to be a YouTuber. I just can't do it. Mainly what this right here is for the future. I was telling somebody that they're like, why you do the YouTube? I said the YouTube. it's for my grandkids and people coming behind me. They can go back and they can see. I got thousands of videos, over 1 million hours of people that can actually come in. Well, I don't got over 1 million hours. I got over 1 million watched hours, so people can watch it. But I got thousands of videos uh, where people where people can actually go look at my videos. So my grandkids want to know what their grandfather was doing and how he actually built this and built that. I left a roadmap for them to actually go be able to see it and be able to follow it, and it won't be something what somebody told them. They'll be able to go see it. But yeah, I just can't. I just can't get the YouTube algorithm. And lucky for me, I don't need that to actually support myself. I don't make no money off of YouTube from YouTube checks. Now, granted, I use YouTube to promote my other businesses that I make money. So it's more advertising and stuff. So I do get my money that way. But far as waiting on YouTube to send me a check, nah, that ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna do it. I like it that way because it keeps me from having to try to play the algorithm game, and I have to speak on everything that's hot. So every week you got to talk about something different. If I was what you call if I was following that YouTube algorithm, I would have to talk about politics one night, and then I'll be happy to talk about Judge Greg Mathis today. Matter of fact, look at that. You must listen because it just popped up something about Judge Mathis. So I'll have to talk about him and follow whoever's trending. I don't have to do that. And I am going to say something about that. It just popped up because I said it popped up. I saw the video where Judge Mathis was actually explaining, what actually happened. Now, that's something what he was talking about. That's something that happens with a lot of entrepreneurs, especially I'm going to say African American entrepreneurs. When you become an African American entrepreneur, and if you might be the first one in your family to do it, everybody else have jobs and work W-2s. They used to on the weekend, you being at home and you being able to just hang out and do everything like everybody else. You can go to all the, hey, how y'all doing? Thanks for coming out to Selma. Thank you. They're looking at you being able to hang out and go to all the cookouts and family functions. Hey, how y'all doing? Good. Thanks for coming out to Selma. They're looking for you to be able to do everything everybody else with W-2s do. Unfortunately, though, if you're an entrepreneur, sometimes you can't do that or you busy. You busy all the time. And so what happened, sometimes your wife, your significant other, they'll get jealous of your business just as bad as they get jealous of you having a side chick. So they look at your business coming first. They look at you doing everything with your business first, and so they can get just as jealous about that uh, 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 as what's it called as as they will a woman. So sorry he had to go through that. I know exactly what he's going through. 'Cause I've been through it and I lived that. So I feel sorry for him. He had to go through it. Uh, but he's gonna be okay. He's gonna be okay. When I think she's doing it to get some type of movement out of him, and try to get him to kind of do what she want him to do. Because when he said that she went and filed for divorce, but she's still living in the house, I said, she ain't going nowhere. That's just her trying to get a move. But he's still going out to work. He's gonna be okay. He's gonna be okay. Yeah, I feel for him because I've been in that same situation. I lived that where you out here and you're running a business and you can't be like a W-2 person. And a lot of times people ask me that. I got the sun back in my eye. A lot of times people ask me that. Uh, every time we see you, you out here working. You working always on these businesses. Thank you for coming in. You always working on here these businesses, but at the same time, when they see me, they out there their business doing the same thing. No, every time you see me, I see you out here doing the same thing at your business. So it gets to be kind of funny when I see that when they when they tell me about my business, but they at their business doing the same thing I'm doing. But he gonna be okay. I'm gonna read a little bit more, then I'm getting out of here. Eric Gabriel. Okay, we appreciate you, friend. I appreciate you all, man. I do. I really do. I really appreciate you all. Uh, I'm enjoying this. I'm really enjoy. Truly, I really enjoy what I'm doing. We're in the point now where we're finishing up that shipping container. We're coming into a slower down period. That's another reason I'm feeling good. The ice cream parlor is slowing down. We're getting ready to go get into the fall and the winter, and it's at a point now where I can relax. I'm enjoying it. This is great. This right here, if you ever get to a point where you can actually become, you ever get to a point where you can get to where you can become the actual, I call it, hey, you become an actual greeter at your own place. Oh, it's great. I see why people look for those Walmart jobs. I see why. Hey, how you doing? Doing good. Where my girl at? That's no problem. I know. How she doing? Uh, uh, that's great. That's great. But she good. Tell her if she ever want to come back, she's welcome to come back. Is she still she working somewhere yet? Yeah, yeah. Tell her she just if she just want to do the weekends. Uh, I, yeah, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, well, no problem. Tell her if she ever want to pick up some more hours, let me know. Okay, thanks for coming in. Yeah, so now everybody's getting out of church now. So we getting now everybody done went to church and they went to church and now they go out to eat after church. But then they come here about 3:30, 4 o'clock and start getting the ice cream. So I'm gonna go in there and kind of help them out in a second because they getting starting to get a little run. But that's what happened. People on Sundays. Hey, how y'all doing? Thank y'all for coming out. All right. Welcome to Selma. Hey, how you doing? All right. Yeah, so everybody now is going out, going to church. They're getting out of church, and now they went out to eat dinner, and then they come here and they grab ice cream. And I'm saying, if you ever get a chance to do this, ever, man, it's the best thing you could ever do. It's just fun to sit out here, and I see why the older people get those jobs and those Walmart greeters and stuff, because it's fun just to sit and talk to people. Um, but when it's even better when you're at your own establishment and you sitting there talking to people. It's a great thing. Right now we're starting to get a little run. We're getting ready to switch shifts in a minute, so I'm gonna go in there and kind of help them get caught up on their orders, and I'm gonna talk to you all. I'll go live tomorrow. Hey, what's going on, Felicia? Felicia, my home girl from back home. What's going on, Felicia? Felicia said, proud of your success. Thank you, thank you. It's still a working. I'm not quite calling it a success yet, but it's still a work in progress. Um, I need to see about 2 more years, and about 2 more years when I can totally be hands off and it's actually running, and my kids are actually running it. Then I would say it's a success. I will say Sneed appliance repair was a success. That was a real success. I was able to hand that off to my nephew. He's able to do well. He's actually looking to purchase his second house and all that. So that was a success there. This ice cream, I need about 2 more years to find out if I made a success out of this or not. But once again, I want to thank everybody for watching, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Bye bye.